All right, let's do this, man. All right, so today I'm gonna do something really different to most of the streams that I do. It's not like a crazy ass secret or anything, but it is kind of like a secret thing that you can do in within Destiny right now. And I did collect all the pieces of the chess board, or the pieces to the puzzle that I needed to pick up. So right now, all we gotta do is place the pieces where we need to put them. I do the all of this already been solved. So it all has a solution already. So I'm not doing anything new or anything like that. Just to put it out there. This has already been solved by pretty much the entire Destiny community. Pretty much gathered up. A lot of people put their input into a an actual like database and stuff like that. So everybody just kind of put their heads together and got the solutions out of it. But what we're gonna do right now though is we're gonna get to the puzzle solving here. So we're gonna do a bunch of inputs. The idea of this is that you're playing a chess game with the nine basically. So what you're trying to do right now is they're going to give you 27 boards, and out of those 27 boards, you gotta find the right move to each board that they show you. So for example, right here, the solution to this has already been solved. But in order for me to checkmate that king right there, I'd have to put. Okay, let's start that over again. I did not mean to do that. I've been playing a lot of shooting games, and my triggers are switching around because I like to play with the L1 as my aim, like that. So yeah, so I accidentally pressed the L2, which is normal for most games. But anyway, so we're gonna place that one there, and that's gonna finish the first one. So now our second puzzle is gonna come up, and on this puzzle, like I said, it's already been solved. So we don't have to like um, go too crazy on these because we already have the solution. It's just knowing where to place these is going to be the idea. Fine. Right there, and then we're going to go to the pawn. All right, so this one is going to be right here, right there, and then the knight on d4. Knight on d4. Knight d4. Right there. There we go. Puzzle solved. And then we're going to go to... Alright, hold on a second. So d5, knight, d5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we got a pawn on e6. Pawn, e1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right there. There we go. We got that one down. Now we wait for the next puzzle. So that was d5 on the knight. And then, alright, so this one's going to be d1. Absolute pin for the sixth one. And then the next one is going to be pawn d7 f4. Pawn d7 f4. right there, and then we're gonna go to bishop e5. Right there. Alright, so then we got pawn d7, pawn d7, pawn d7, and then we got bishop e5. Bishop e5, pawn f4, pawn f4, knight g7, knight g 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Did I not put that there? Wait, so pawn d7, pawn d7, that one's there. Bishop e5, that one's there. Pawn f4, pawn f4, yep. And then knight g7. Right? Yeah, that's g7 right there. Did I do something wrong? Dude, I don't. This is the one. Doesn't make sense. Wait, what? This does look like a different puzzle, though. Like, it doesn't look like the same puzzle. That's so odd. Why does this not look like the same puzzle? This is the fucked up part about it, bro. Like, I don't know what these guys are doing with this shit. Like, some of the puzzles don't make sense. Like, the way they're setting them up is not making sense, bro. So, let me start that over again. So that's this one. These are the easiest ones right here. That's one. And then rook goes in the end over there. Right there. That's that one. And then we got pawn again to, what is this one? E5? Or F. So I did the rook, the first one, and the rook. Yeah, so I think it's got to be one of those. I can't remember if it was 5 or. Yeah, okay, so we got the rook one down. Then E5. So E5. And then it's the pawn E4 right there. And right there. And then D4, knight, which is this one. So we look at the letters there. 1, 2, 3, 4, right there. There we go, absolute pin. And then the next one. Yeah, but it's because the way they're setting these up is, I don't know, like it's kind of confusing. D5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then e6, pawn. e6 right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right there. Absolute pin. And then D1 is this one right here, which is just a pawn right there. And then, yeah, this is 7. Okay, this is pawn D7 and pawn F4. Pawn D7 and F4. And then we got a bishop on E5, which is this one. Bishop on E5. Right there. There we go. And then we got a knight on G7. Knight on G7. So E, F, G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right there. There we go. We got an absolute pin on that one. Good. So now this one's gonna be 8 right here. Alright, so yeah, the reason why I fucked the last one up is because since I'm like looking at what it is, we'll get to the next puzzle, and I think I'm on the one that I just previously did, which that's what's fucking me up. So now it's gonna be knight C6, knight C6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, knight C6, rook on, what is that, D2? Yeah, rook D2. So rook D2. Absolute pin right there. So now we're doing round 9. Now we're going to do round 9. So now we got to delete the black knight. So delete is this one right here. This is delete. Black knight and then F6. So F6. So F1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Delete. There we go. Absolute pin. So now we're going to go to the next one. So now we're going to go to round 10. So we're waiting for round 10. As we're waiting for round 10, let's wait for round 10. All right, so now we're in round 10. So now we're doing a knight to C6. A knight on C6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Knight on C6. And then pawn on E4. So pawn E4. Pawn E4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there. And then we got bishop F5. Bishop F5. So we look at the letters right there. F, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Absolute pin. So that's our 10th one. That's the 10th round. And now we're going to 11th round. We're going to get on 11th round right here. So 11th round is going to be all pawns. So c6, d7, e6. c6, d7, e6. So c6, d7. Right there. Absolute pin. There you go. All right, so now we're gonna take bishop, not delete. So take is on the right side. So e4, we're gonna take e4. Taking is on the right side. So e, right there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. So now we're on the 13th round. Now we're on 13th round. 13th round. Let's wait for it. So on this one, we're just gonna add a bishop to e5. Bishop to e5. So e, look for e, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bishop to e5. That's 13th right there. All right, so now we're going to round 14. So round 14 has a little more. So it's 2 pawns on b7, f7. 2 pawns. b7, b7, and f7. And now we got knight on h8. So H is which one? The very last one over at the end over there, right? Yeah. So H8 all the way at the end in the back over there, right there. There we go. Absolute pin. All right. So now we're going to round 15 right here. This is going to be round 15. So we just did pawn b7, pawn f7, and knight h8. H8. So round 15 is knight d7, knight e7. D and e7, so knights. D and E. 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's D, D, and E. There we go. Absolute pin. That's 15 right there. So now we're going to round 16. Round 16. So we're going to delete a pawn on f2 and put a knight on f2. So delete the pawn on f2, which is A, B, C, D, E, and F. Okay, yeah, that's F. And then we're going to go knight on f2. So wait, that's not a knight though. Wait. Oh no, it's a pawn. Yeah. So A, B, C, D, E, F, pawn at f2, and then put a knight on f2. Put a knight on f2. There we go. Absolute pin. All right. So now we're going to 17, round 17. So now on round 17, we're going to take. So take is on the other side. So take is C3. So take will be C, which the C is, I want A, B, and C. So C is right here. Take bishop on C3. Take that one, right? And then take bishop on F6. So F right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Absolute pin. That's number 17, by the way. Number 17. Now we're going to round 18. So round 18 is going to be bishop 5, knight d3, knight f5. So bishop c5, bishop c5, and then knight d3, two knights now, d3 and f5. So d, and then f, there we go, absolute pin. All right, so now we're going to round 19. We're on round 19 now. So round 19. All right, so round 19 is a little, so we gotta delete one, bishop d7. So delete, what is it, d7? Bishop d7. And then delete e2. Bishop e2. There we go. All right, so we got that done. Now we're on round 19. We're going to round 19. Wait, what? Oh no, we were on round 19. My bad. We were on round 19. Now we're on round 20 right now. We're around 20 right now, dude. I can't get confused, man. I have to be on point, man. So round 20 right now. Round 20. My bad. Round 20. So bishop e8. Bishop e8. Bishop e, and then we're going all the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Absolute pin. So now we're on 21. Now we're on 21. All right, so bishop e2. Bishop e2. So we're going to go to e, 1, 2. Right there. Absolute pin. There we go. So now we're on 22. Knight e5. So knight right here. And then we're going to go to e. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Knight e5. There we are. So that's 22. 23 is knight e3. So knight e3. 23. There we go. So now we're going to 24. So 24 is a little more complicated. So this is going to be delete. A knight on d7. I mean d5. D5. Knight on d5. Delete. Knight on 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Delete that guy. So now we're going to put in a knight in c4. It'd be c, 1, 2, 3, 4. Knight on c4. Right there. Pawn b6 and b7. So pawn b6, b7. B6, B7, and then knight on H3. So knight on H3. 1, 2, 3. Knight right there. So there we go. Alright, that was 24 right there. 24. Now we're doing 25. Now we're going to 25 right there. Now we're doing 25. So the other one was knight D5, knight C4, delete knight D5, then put in knight C4, pawn B6, pawn B7, and knight H3. So round 25, take knight 5. So take is on the other side, by the way. Take is over on this side. So take knight F5. Knight F 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Knight F5. Delete queen D4. Delete queen D4. And pawn. Okay. Delete. Oh shit. Delete queen D4. Delete D1, 2, 3, 4. Delete pawn H4. So H1, 2, 3, 4. And then queen D7. Queen D7. Queen is right over here. Queen is on D7. 3. D7. Okay. And then the unnecessary. Alright, so we're on 26 now. We're going to 26 now. Alright, so we're on 26 now. Alright, so 26 is going to be knight B4. Knight B, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there. Bishop D5. Bishop D5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right there. Queen E7. Queen E7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Absolute pin. There we go. So now we're on number 27. This is, I think this is the last one. So number 27 is going to be alright, so 27 is take a knight. So take a knight is on the right. And this is all take right here. So take knight C4. Knight on C4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Knight on C4. Take knight on D. D6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is that one? It's a knight. Okay, so, and then take knight on E3. E. 1, 2, 3. And then take knight on f5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there. Nice. So we got 2 adepts for that. And then we're done with that puzzle now. So now we got something happening. The game begins once more. The game begins once more. Alright, so the game begins again. So now that that's done, there's another part to this. There's a second part to this. I'm not sure how you start it, but I think you might need to like mess with this deal over here. Yeah, water reveals. And check. Okay, so there's the next puzzle right there. This is the next puzzle, which is kind of weird. Right here. Alright, so I'm not sure if I'm like if this is gonna also have the other puzzle to solve there. But hold on a second. Alright, so the water reveals. Okay. Okay, so now we gotta do this other part. Okay, so hold on a second. Let me get to the next part real quick. Alright, so hold on. Alright, so I do have the second part of this part right here. It's kind of just pretty straightforward. So there's 8 there. And then we got one on E7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One right there. And then we got one on D6, so right there. D6. And we got another one on B6. So B6 right there. And then we got one on H4, which H4 is 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. H4. C3. C3. There we go. That's it for the queens right there. So now let's go with the pawns. Let's go with the pawns real quick. So pawns, there's one on A1 and A5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One right there. And then there's one on B2. Right there. Then there's one in D5. Yeah, D5. Right there. Then there's two on F1 and 2. F1 and 2. Right there, F1 and 2. And then on G, there's one on G. Right here. And then on H, there's one on 5 on H. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there. Alright, so that's for the pawns. Pawns are done. Alright, so now let's go with the rooks. Let's go with rooks. Rooks. Let's do rooks. Rooks has one on number 4. On A4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A4. And then we got one on 5 right there. Rook right there. And then we got one on 2. C2. One right there. And then we got one on F6. F6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. F6. Rook on F6. And then we got one on 2 on G2. 6 and 8. G2. 6. And then 8. Right there. And on the last one, we don't have any more. So now we're going to do bishops. 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 So now we're going to do a bishop on A3. Right? Yep, A3. Bishop on C6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. B6. I mean, C6, my bad. And then we got one D1 and D3. So D1, D3, right there. Alright, so now on the E, we got D3 and D6. Oh wait, no, on E, my bad. On E, it's D3, E3, 4, 5, 6, and E6, right? Yeah. Oh no, it's E5, my bad, E5. And then a bishop on 1 right here. Alright, so I think we did all of them already. Alright. Nothing? Did I miss something? The water reveals. Alright, so I guess I gotta do that again. Alright, let's start from the let's start from the night. We'll start from the night right here. Alright, so starting from the night. So on B, there's one up here. Ah, one right there. C1. Alright, C1. C4. Oh, wait, no, D4, my bad. D4. Right there. E1. F5. Right there. And then H2 and 6. H2 and 6. Alright, so that's it for the night. So now let's do Rook. So Rook is, there's one on 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's one right there. There's one on 2 right here. And then on F6, so F6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right there. And then G6, so one right next to it, G6. And G2, right? G2. And then there we go. We're done with the rooks there. So now the pawns, right? There's one right above the rook. Right there. There's one on B2. Right there. There's one right above that knight right there. And the D. Alright. Yeah, D right above the knight. Right there. And then on F there are 2. Like that. On F there's 2. And then in G there's 1. On 1. And then we got one under the knight over there. A pawn right under the knight. Alright, so that's it for the pawns right there. That's it for the pawns. Alright, so rooks, we did knight, we did rook, we did pawns. And now we got to do the queen. So for the queen, we got one over and right above the pawn. Right there. And then we got one at the end over there. And then for the next one, it's actually right under that knight. Right there. So right next to the other queen. Right there. And then the other one, the other queen is on C, right above this one right here. So C3. And then we got on the D, It is on number 6. D1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Right up there. And then right above that is another queen right there. Yep. Right there. And then we got a queen, but on the last column, right before the pawn, or right there. There we go. So that's the last one for the queen. And now we got bishop. Last one is the bishop. So for the bishop, we got one on number 3, right there. One on number 3. And on the third column, we got to go to 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Right there. For the third column, bishop. And then on D, we got 1 and 3. So 1 and 3. Right there. And then on E, we got 3 and 5. So E is 3 and 5. So E, 3, 4, and then 5. Right there. And then for H, we got 1. Right there. That should be it, man. If it doesn't work this time, then I don't know what we got to do here. That should have been it, bro. Unless we got to exit and then come back. We might need to exit, come back. I'm not sure. Because it's not working. And that was it. Like, I don't know what else I should...
That's gonna be a bishop.
Unless I missed something. All right, I'm not sure why it's not working, but it should have one where it says end game. It should say end game on it. So right here, look on. Oh yeah, it does say end game. That's weird. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going on, man. Like that should have worked. I don't know what I did wrong. If I did anything wrong, I guess, you know, that's what fucked it all up, but do I have to like reveal the thing first? Cuz I mean, I put it in already. Reveals. All right, so let's try this again, man, cuz I don't know what the hell's going on. It should have worked. All right, so now I guess I gotta solve. So let's do it again. Let's do that again, which kind of sucks, but hey, it's whatever. Let's do that right there, a knight right there, a knight on 1. Right, oh, 1 right there. And then a knight on number 4, which is 4 is right there, ABCD. Yeah, number 4 is right there. So 4 is on 4. Right there. So on 5. He's right there. And then on the next one is on number 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there. Right there. And then on the last one is on, yeah, so the last one is on that one. Right there. I don't know why I shot that many times, but alright. And that one right there. Alright, so those are all the knights in the thing right there. So rooks, let's do rooks. So rooks, there is one on 4 right here on A. One right there. One right above 4 on the next line. Right there. And then one on 2 on the third line. Right here. There's another one on F6. So F6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 right there. F6. All right, so F6. And then we got H2 and 6. H2. Okay, yeah, we got that one. All right, cool. All right, so we're done there. We're done with the knight. So now that we're done with, with the. Wait, what? I was on these, right? 2. Okay, so there's one on G2, right? Yeah, G2 right there. That should be it for the knights. Okay, so now pawns. There's one on 5 right there. There's one pawn there. Then one on 2 right there. Then on D, it's on 5. 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. Then on F is on 1 and 2. And then 1 on G. And then 5 on H. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay. So that's it for the pawns. So now let's do queen. So queen on the last. So that one. And that one. And then there's one right next to it. Right there. And then there's one on 3 on that one. And then skip one and then you go to wait, what? Wait, what? Okay, yeah. There should be a bishop there. And then one right there. Then one right there. And then on the last row on number 4. Right there. Alright, so queen should be done. Bishop. Alright, so now we gotta do bishops. So bishop on 3, right there. Bishop in between the queens, right there. And then on 1 and 3 on D. 1, 3 on D. On E is 3 and 5 on E. 3, 5. And then on, yeah, that's it. So H is 1. And that's it. That's it. That should be it. Hold on. Before I do anything, Alright, so offer your answer. That didn't do anything. That didn't do anything, though. What? Bro, is that even the answer? I don't think that's the answer, bro, because I don't know where I messed up. Yeah, I don't know, man. Fuck. That should have been it, bro. I just don't understand. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. That should have been it. But apparently I messed something up again. Like, I don't understand. Alright. Fuck it, dude. I guess I'll try it again. I mean, I have no other option but to try it again. Queen. 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 C3. Queen. Queen. The last one on 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. So queens should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 queens. Oh no, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Yep, that's it. That's it for the queens. So now let's do pawns. Pawns. So pawn on 5 on 1, right under the queen. Right there. Pawn right under the queen. Yep. Pawn on number 2, right here. Pawn on D5, right under the queen. D5, right there. And then we got pawn on F1 and 2. F1 and 2. And then pawn on G. And then pawn on 5, H5, right after the queen. Right there. So we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, we got 7 there. Alright, so now let's go to the bishop. Let's do bishop. So bishop there's gonna be 1 on 3 right there. There's 1 on C, or 5 on C. Oh no, that's 6 actually. 6 on C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 on C. Right there. And then we got D1. D1. And 3. Right there. And then 1 right next to it. Right there. 2 bishops right next to each other. And then right above it. Right there. There we are. And then on the last one, just one. Right there. Alright, so bishop is done. Bishop, queen, pawn. Alright, so bishop, hold on, let's count how many bishops we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So there should be 7 bishops in there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Yep, we have 7 of those. So now let's try the rooks. Let's get the rooks in there. So for the rook, we got 1 on 4, right there. 1 right above that one, right there. And then 1 on 2 on C. And then we're going to skip all the way to the F6. So F6. F1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, there's one right there. And then there's one right there too. And then there's one right above that one. Right there. And then one on G2. Right there. There we go. So that's it for that one right there. Alright. And then we gotta do knight. So for the knight, we're gonna go to that one right there for the knight. 1 on 3 on C, I mean. Then 4 on the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. 4 on that next one. Then 1 on E. 1 on E. Then 5 on F. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on F. And then on H, we got 2 and 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we got it. Yes. Nice. Badass, dude. Badass. We fucking got it, bro. Yes. What is this? Not enough space. All right, hold on. Hold up a second. So we got a ship as well. So let's delete one of these ships. I don't like. Yeah, I don't like this one too much. We'll delete that one. Let's look at this. Ooh, and a shader. Umbral. What? Oh, it's the fucking Taken shader, bro. Yes. The Taken shader, brother. I'm gonna be using that, bro. It's the fucking Taken shader. They finally put it in here, bro. Hell yeah, bro. I'm digging it. I like it. I love it. And then we got a fucking. Whoa. Dude, that thing looks pretty sick, bro. Yeah, this looks pretty sick. Man, look at this. Holy crap. That looks good. I don't think it was going to look that good, though. I love it. Man. It's pretty badass. Not gonna lie. Alright, so now we can go to secrets. Checkmate. We got that one out of the way. So wait, hold on. But we gotta get rid of an emblem here. Which one should I get rid of, man? This one, because it doesn't really mean too much. There we go. Nice, man. That's pretty cool looking. I like it. I like it. Let me see. How many people have that on? This guy has it on. It's not bad, man. It's not bad at all, actually. It's pretty decent looking. But I'm still not gonna rock that one over this one. I still enjoy this one most. But I like the shader though. I think if anything, the shader is really what's really cool about this. Yeah, that shader is taken for sure. Like you can see. Yeah, it's a really cool fucking shader, dude. I do like the shader. I can't grab that. Oh yeah, that's right. Because I don't have. So I'm gonna need to make one room for one more. Just so I could pick it up, man. Because it's like, why just leave it there? You know what I'm saying? Why just leave it there? Might as well pick it up. That is really cool, though. I do like how this worked out, man. I like how this works out, man. This is really cool. I thought this was a really cool little thing that they did here. It's a lot of shit you gotta input into the game though, which is kind of crazy. But you do get this badass shit, man. Like I do like the ship. I think the ship is really cool. I think it's like probably one of like the better looking ships that we've gotten from something like this, at least. Yeah, I think the one that I put on last is gonna be the better one. Or this one. This one's cool. Nah, you know what? Which one was it? That one. That one looks real cool right there. I like that one. Yeah, I mean, I think it's cool. It's like another version of these ships. Like this was the first one that was like changing, and then it looks like it changed into this. Well, nah, not really, because it's very different than that one. I like that ship though. This is probably like one of the best ships in the game right here. That's the original, and then this is the new one right here. Of course, because it's got the fucking shader on it, looking all weird and shit. I like that one. That one's cool right there. But yeah. Well, that was the puzzle right there for you guys. I mean, you do have to collect a bunch of chess pieces first. You can't just do this. So before you get into anything in that aspect of the game, be sure that you're doing secrets and that you're getting the pieces. The pieces are where it's at. So having the pieces is gonna get you everything. And if you need more info on that, just let me know, and I'll be sure to answer as uh, correctly as I possibly can. But as for the puzzle, that's pretty much it for the puzzle, man. Like we're pretty much done. Like this is like I said, I know it seemed like I did something and it was really simple to get it done, but there was a lot of work that went into searching for the pieces. So that took hours. I will say it took hours because I had to do Court of Blades. I had to do the Nether. I had to do what else did I have to do? I had to do the Nightfall to grab the chess pieces from in there. I had to go to the tower, and then I had to go to Eris Morn's apartment to pick up the chess pieces that were in there. So there's a lot of stuff that I had to do before I even got to this point. So there's so much else that you need to do. You can't just get in here and do this. You would have to have done everything previously, which is what I did. But if anybody has any questions about that, I will definitely be willing to help with an answer. Hopefully that answer is straightforward enough for anyone to understand it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this here, man. Like the ship is cool. I will say that I did like the ship, which is the reason why I wanted to do it, because I was like, man, I like that shit. I want that ship because it's not bad looking, and it's like it's like a hive themed ship. It's pretty cool looking. And not just that, but you get the emblem, which is cool. It's a nice looking emblem, honestly. Like, it's probably one of the better emblems in the game. There's a lot of great emblems, though, I will say that. And not to mention the fact that we get this cool ass shader, bro. Yeah, I need to switch my gear out to what I typically use. Right, I mean, right now I've been using that, but I typically use this. There we go. Let me go back to, where is it? Right here. All of it, baby. All of it. Hell yeah, dude. I mean, honestly, like, the shader, it has a taken, kind of like look to it, but it's really not taken. Like, it's not enough. Like, I feel like there's not enough moving of the takenness around. But I mean, I guess it still looks cool, bro. Like, it does. Like, I would still want to have this shader, because it just looks badass, dude. It's an awesome looking, like, the color is just cool. You know what I mean? But it's not like, I thought it was gonna look more like the Taken essence, but it's not. It's not really that much. But that was pretty cool, man. Like, that was what? How long did that take us? It took us like an hour to figure that one out. Not bad. Not bad at all, honestly. Which is pretty cool. But I am going to get back to Ishin, though. Big shout outs to all the homies in Texas, man. Shout outs 9 Halls of Death. All the subs, man. Everybody that stops by to show love. I appreciate you guys. And that's pretty much it for this. For now, I am going to be back, though, with Ishin. So if you're trying to watch some of that, stay tuned for that. Big shout outs to all the homies in Texas, like I said. And all over the world, man. Big shout outs to all my people in the Philippines, Vietnam, Russia, all my people in the States, of course. Big shout outs to all my people in Mexico, of course. All my people in Canada and the UK. Big shout outs to everybody, man. In Brazil, man, can't forget Brazil. Can't forget everybody, man. Like, I'm trying not to forget everybody, or at least not leave everybody out, is what I mean. And make sure I give everybody their shout outs, and especially everybody that stops by and tunes in, man. I appreciate every single fucking body. And like I said, we're gonna keep doing this here in a little bit. We're just gonna take a small little break, and then we're gonna hit it right back up with some Ishin. I gotta grind out the dungeons, and I gotta start from what is it, part mission 4, I think. Yeah, mission 4. And then from then on, do the rest of the missions from that second dungeon. And then we'll do the 20 missions on the other dungeon. And then we should be at 80 at that point. At 80 missions completed. So that should be all right at that point. But we do need to get the crafting, though. So that's going to be another thing. And yeah, we'll see what happens with all of that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this, man. Like, I don't know. Like, there's nothing else much left to do here. Besides, maybe go to the tower real quick. Let's go to the tower. It's a good thing that to keep up with stuff like that, man, because it is hard to, like, get. Oh, it's cool looking shit, man. It is cool looking. I will say that, man. I do like it. It's a cool looking shit, man. I think the only reason why I got it is why I did this is because of this ship and the shader, of course. But the ship, I was like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, you know what? I'm getting it. Like, there's no way I'm not gonna get this. I'm gonna get it. It looks cool, man. Like, it looks like a star, right? Or like right here, it looks like a fucking star right there. I like it, man. I like it. I like that little core that it has right there. It's cool looking, like a little orb in the center. It's a cool looking ship, man. Cool looking ship. Not bad at all. Not bad at all.
Checking.
We did get some adepts for doing that. I had already a few here. Besides these, let me see. So we got this one, Dragonfly. Oh my God! What? No way! What? Bro, they give you like a curated roll. Bro, this is a badass roll. Explosive head Dragonfly? Are you kidding me? Bruh, no way. Explosive head Dragonfly is insane. Bro, I got a good ass fucking roll on that. Hold on a second. This is a good one, man. That adamantite or whatever the fuck it's called is really good. All right, let's put that up because I mean everybody's using that shit right now. I don't even care for it. All right, so let's grab this one and we can grab that one as well. But look at how good this thing is, bro. This thing has explosive head and Dragonfly, bro. Explosive head Dragonfly is insane, bro. That's insane. I didn't picture that one, dude. Like, that's crazy. It's really good. It's really good, honestly. And then we got what? What do we? Oh, you know what? Yeah, but let's put this one in the vault, and then let's grab this one. See what this is real quick. See what this got. It's curated, so it's got the 3. Dude, look at how many of these it has, bro. Like what? Grave Robber, melee final blows or dealing damage with a charged melee reloads this weapon's. Ooh, okay, that's not bad. Reservoir Burst is good. Successful warm each final blow increases. That's pretty good too. Destabilizing rounds, defeating target. Void burst, hitting at other targets with this burst makes them volatile and grants you volatile rounds for short duration. That's not bad, man. I've got really, really good curated rolls for this. Or I don't know if it's curated, but it has the three perk sets that you can get. Overflows the magazine based on the number of rapid kills before reloading. This is a really good one, man. This is a really good one. It's full. Your next burst deals additional damage and causes enemies to explode on impact. But that's only when it's full, though.
Guardian.
This one's a good one. That's a good one. Successful warm-up. Reloading near allies overflows the magazine. Bows receives faster. That's... Oof, man, what? The damage of defeating targets with this weapon gradually grants increased stability, reload speed, and charge time. Dealing damage? Holy fuck, that's good. This is a really good one right here. This is probably like the best one that I've gotten so far. That's good though. It's good because that's two curated that I have now. I don't think I've got many very many curated adepts from doing the what's it called? Like I did get a few adepts, but not too many curated adepts. Like I think I got like from grinding out Nether the entire time that I was grinding it, I think I got like 2, and that's it, or maybe even 1, maybe just 1. I don't even remember. I kind of want that bow, man. I want to put that bow in my fucking inventory. That bow is really nice, dude. Fucking Dragonfly explosive head, bro. Like, what kind of crazy shit is that, bro? Like, who thought of that? Who thought of that, bro? This one right here. It's a curated too, bro, which is crazy to me. It's the craziest shit ever. I don't want to get rid of that one, but I might just have to. Alright, so hold on a second. Let's put that up. And no, that's for... Let's put that up. Yeah, but we ended up getting this, which is really good, man. Like, this is probably like the best thing I got out of all of that. Which is the Dragonfly Explosive Head, man. That's the best thing I got. And of course the ship, we got the ship from it. There's the ship right there. And then we got, what else did we get? Oh yeah, we got the shader, which the shader we can't see right now, but we could see it out of reverse. Look at this. It's a nice shader, man. It's not bad looking at all, dude. He looks pretty fucking cool, bro. If you do, bro. The thing about this is that it's kind of tedious to do it because you gotta. You gotta collect all the chess pieces to even get to this. Which I think that's the most tedious part of all of this, is that you gotta collect all the pieces to the puzzle. But for the most part, though, I feel like it is pretty simple to get all the pieces. It's just tedious. Because you gotta go all over, you gotta do multiple, like 4 different activities. You gotta do a nightfall or a strike, my bad. You gotta do a strike, you gotta do quarter blades, nether, and then also you gotta do what else you gotta do? Fuck, dude, I forgot what else it was that you have to do. Oh, you gotta go to the tower, and then you gotta go to Eris's Morning's apartment. So there's 5 different locations that you gotta visit and search for pieces of the chess puzzle. But you will get this shader right here. Which the shader is really cool, man. Like, I do think that the shader is nice. Like, it's not really taken-y. It's not that much taken, though. As much as I thought it was going to be. But it still looks good, though. Like, it's not a bad shader. Like, it's still a pretty cool shader, honestly. But like I was mentioning before, though, I am gonna get back on Ishin pretty soon. I just wanted to do this really fast, and since we got it done already, that's pretty much gonna be it for Destiny for now. But big shout outs to everybody, man. I do hope everybody's doing great, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Shout outs to all the homies in Texas. Shout outs to everybody all over the place, man. Everybody that stops by from all over the world, man. I appreciate everybody. Shout outs to Kai. Shout outs Goose. Shout outs to Philippines. Shout outs Vietnam. Shout outs France, Canada, Britain. Who else? So Brazil. Big shout outs. And that's pretty much going to be it for us for now. And on this game, like I said, I will be back to do more issues. So stay tuned if you're trying to catch that. And yeah, I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.